you how to create an effective but simple landing page. This is something that everybody should have. We're going to give you our landing page checklist, the do's and the don'ts, and then I'm actually going to jump into the Solopreneur Sidekick and show you how simple it is to create a landing page. And trust me when I tell you, there's so many businesses that need this. If you could get good at this, you could literally turn this into a side hustle or a full-fledged business, helping people capture leads, because list building is, believe it or not, the name of the game. If you're not building a list, you are not building a business. If you don't know me, I am Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur and founder of the Solopreneur Survival School, where it is our mission to help you make more money with less effort by combining the right systems, AI, and automation with your gifts, talents, and special abilities to help you build a passive income empire so you can free up your time as well as have money freedom as well. So how do you join our free community? All you got to do is go to CortezHustle.com, and the first thing you're going to see is this big green button, join our free community, right? First things first, before I jump into a screen share and show you how to actually create one of these landing pages that is super simple and effective, let's first go into our checklist. Now, I have the checklist. I just did not create the checklist and put it on the blog post yet, but I'm going to go over this information that I think is going to be incredibly helpful for you. So if you're taking notes, you might want to start writing right now. So basically, as solopreneurs, having an effective landing page is crucial for capturing leads and driving conversions. This checklist will guide you through the basic landing pages, the basics of landing pages, and highlight the key elements that make a successful landing page. And then we're going to go through a step-by-step on-screen tutorial here for you in a second. So let's start with landing page basics, right? What is the purpose and the focus of the landing page? Your landing page should have a single goal. Ensure your landing page has one clear objective, such as capturing leads, selling a product, or promoting an event. When you go into CortezHustle.com/open office hours, this page, you'll notice at the top of the page, there is one singular focus: join open office hours. That's it. Give me your name and your email address so I can send you the Zoom link. And that's what the singular focus is for that event, right? So your landing pages should have a singular focus. You should keep in mind audience targeting, right? Your landing page should speak to a specific person with a specific need, right? Tailor your landing page content to address the needs and pain points of your target audience. Number 2, simplicity and clarity. Concise messaging. Use clear, straightforward language to convey your value proposition. None of this old confusing slick talk is what I call it, right? Just be straightforward. Hey, you want to join me for open office hours? Give me your information and I'll send you the link. And this is around the time that we're going to be in the room, right? Minimal distractions. Remove unnecessary elements like navigation, menus, or unrelated links to help the visitors focus on the main thing. This is the power and the beauty of a good sales funnel versus a website. See, a website gives way too many options, but a sales funnel or a landing page is specific to one singular focus, and there's not a lot of options to confuse people on. So I'm going to show you that when we build one from scratch. And since we have Pritchard Enterprises in the building, I know he has a landscaping business, so we're probably going to do something around landscaping or something home services related, right? So make sure that you're not trying to confuse people. You're talking specifically to a group of people. You want them to know that you know their pain. Therefore, they assume you have the best solution. Number 3, design and layout. Use a clean professional design that aligns with your brand's identity. Everywhere that you go and you see Cortez Hustle anything, or Local Biz Marketers, or Solopreneur Survival School, or any of our brands, you're always going to see this deep blue color and this light green. Those are my brand colors. You're always going to see that, y'all. I don't care where you go and you're trying to connect with me on any level, you're going to see those colors, right? That aligns with my brand's colors. And everything is solopreneur related, right? Make sure that it is mobile optimized. The beautiful thing about the Solopreneur Sidekick is when you're building in our system, we have both a desktop editor and a mobile editor so that you can independently manipulate each version, right? Sometimes there are things that are on our website desktop version that just don't fit on a mobile version, right? And you can manipulate those independently. And that's what we love about our system, right? So what are some of the key elements of a high converting landing page? Number one, a compelling headline. Attention grabbing headlines are the key. So you want to create a headline that immediately captures the visitor's attention and sparks their interest. I learned from Dr. Myron Golden that when you're doing this work in this space, one of the things that will help you connect with strangers is to move them away from pain versus moving them towards pleasure, right? Someone who does not know me may find it hard to believe that I can help them make $5,000 a month in passive residual income, right? They don't know me, so they don't know that that's my passion. That's what I really want to help people do. But they may receive better if I say top 5 mistakes online entrepreneurs make when trying to grow their passive income, right? That for a stranger will literally attract more than it would if I was trying to lead them to pleasure. Let me help you out of this burning building. I don't care if you knew me or not. If you were in a position where you were trapped in a burning building, you don't care who comes to help you, right? But if you are in a safe space and I'm trying to get you to a place of pleasure, what you're going to think and what you probably should think is, this is some sort of trick. This is some sort of scam, right? It's just how it is. So you got to learn how to utilize human psychology to your benefit in business, not in an exploitative way, but in a way that you can actually help more people. Clear value proposition. Clearly convey the main benefits or unique selling points of your offer. Then you got to have a nice subheadline. Subheadline information provides additional details that support the headline and entice the visitor to read further. Then you want to reinforce a belief. Highlight key benefits to reinforce why the visitor should take action. And speaking of taking action, then there should be a call to action. Like, you have to literally tell people what you want them to do. Otherwise, they won't do anything. So this is me telling you, go join our free community. There's free courses. There's free resources. We have additional free training. We have a whole Q&A section where you can ask questions and tag me in the questions. I'll come back and answer those questions for you. Like, what do you want people to do after you've attracted them to you? You have to be specific and you have to be direct. No beating around the bush. It does not work, y'all. Be direct so that people know exactly what to do and how to engage with you or your brand. So prominent placements of a call to action button in a visible location, typically above the fold. So what does above the fold mean? Let me just show you. when you come to CortezHustle.com/open office hours, this is the information that's called above the fold. If I scroll down, this is what's called below the fold. You want people to be able to engage with you right off the bat without having to scroll down. If I go to CortezHustle.com, you'll see that there is a join button above the fold. This is where, hey, make more money with less effort without burning yourself out, right? That's my headline. Solopreneurs are looking to make more money with as minimum effort as possible. Subheadline: at the Solopreneur Survival School, we help mission-driven solopreneurs build passive income empires by combining the right systems, AI, and automation with their passion and expertise. Big join button. Y'all, it is that simple. Not a whole lot going on in the menu. If you're already a member, you can log in here. But that's what you want your landing page to be and convey, right? What are some of the other things on this checklist? Now, I'm not going to read everything. Y'all going to have to make sure y'all go check out the blog post, CortezHustle.com/blog, to get this actual blog post. It will be ready this afternoon. Action-oriented text. Use persuasive and specific language such as download now, get started, join today. When you go back to my website, you'll see join our free community. That's an action word. You want people to know that they have to do something, right? So if you guys got questions or comments, make sure y'all leave them. I forgot to tell you to comment the name of your business and or your brand. It just, I love to give free business shout outs. If you're listening to the live stream and I don't know what to do, I always want to connect with new entrepreneurs because I'm building a community of like-minded people. Most of the people that I connect with are solopreneurs trying to figure out how do I make enough money to even start hiring a team, right? That's why I invite you to join our free community. So in addition to that, there's a whole checklist on how to create a perfect landing page, right? I'm going to give you this one and then we'll jump into screen share. Number 4 on the checklist is the lead capture form. Essential fields only. Ask for minimum information, i.e. name and email, to reduce friction and create increased conversions. And then make sure there's privacy assurance. Include a brief statement about how the visitor's information will be used. Let me show y'all that and what it looks like in real time. So when you go to join our free community, in this case, it's going to ask you to create an account. Now, I'm already logged in, so it's taking me inside of the community. But let's go to the open office hours. So if I click, if I'm looking here, I'm asking only for their name and their email address, get the Zoom link. But when we say privacy, addressing privacy concerns, they see I have a privacy policy, terms of service. The one thing that I probably would do on this is I would probably include language at the bottom that says your privacy is protected, right? If I include that language, that just kind of increases it sets the user at ease that, hey, I'm going to take care and be a good steward of your data. And you see, I have a privacy policy if you want to read that. You see, I have terms and services if you want to read that. So Pritchard Lawn and Maintenance in the building. Also, Relentless Defense Firearm Academy, where he does concealed carry training and all things firearms related. You want to be safe out there with your firearms, right? So now, how would we go about building one of these, and how does the Solopreneur Sidekick make it super easy for you to do that? So I'm going to jump into another screen real quick. Let me just hit save on this because I was in the process of creating the blog post but that blog post and checklist will be available. And you have to go and join our community to get the actual checklist. Inside of our community, let me just show you this real quick. Inside of our community, we create a post based on these trainings, right? So this is a post from our 4-part series this week. And if you click on this post, once you're in our community, you'll see that there's the replays. You'll also see that there is a downloadable checklist for you as well. Once we're done with this today, you're going to be able to join our community and go in and download our checklist for how to create a good landing page, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into our system here. Let me just make sure that I don't have anybody's data exposed because I am a good steward of your data. All right. Yes. So I'm going to go over here to funnels. And this is how simple it is, y'all, inside the Solopreneur Sidekick. When you are in our free community, we help you with this stuff. You have questions specific to, hey, Cortez, I'm in your system. I was trying to do this. I couldn't get it. Every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are actually in a Zoom room. And of course, inside open office hours, depending on how many people are in there and how much time we have allotted within that day, you can also get some additional help in our open office hours. And that is if you are in the Solopreneur Sidekick, which is our white label version of Go HighLevel, or if you have your own version of Go HighLevel and you need help, then open office hours is a good place for you to come and get some of that help as well. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click New Funnel. I'm going to create a funnel from a template. And this is how simple it is, y'all, because not everybody knows what has to be included inside of a landing page. So they don't necessarily have the ability to build it from scratch, right? So if I show, these are all the categories of landing pages that that you can choose from, right? And then these are the types of landing pages. So let's say I wanted to give away some sort of free resource and download, but I wanted to do that in, let's see, home services. There's only one download funnel in here. I'm gonna have to upload some more of our resources. Let's just say business coaching and consulting, because that's one of the things that I'm in. So if let me just preview this one in real quick and see. All right, boom. So this is an example of something that you can start with immediately, and it gives you the details. Now, if we don't have a template for you, then all you do is let us know and we'll build a template that you can use, and then we'll store it and we save it in our system. So that's how our template database continues to grow, based on engaging with people who say, hey, this is what I do in business. I couldn't find a template that made sense. And then we'll convert a template for you. So when I look at this, I'm saying, okay, if we go back to our checklist, what did it say as a landing page to look like? And we're just, let's go over here real quick so we go into the actual live version of it. Let's just see if it meets the criteria for our checklist. All right, let me go back. All right. So what are the benefits? The purpose and focus, a single goal, right? Do we have a single goal in this template? Want to convert more visitors into leads? That's the single goal, is to give away this free guide, right? Download the ultimate guide to creating persuasive opt-in forms. Boom. That's right in line with what we're talking about now. Audience targeting. Tailor your landing page content to address the needs and pain points. So we know that we're trying to help someone convert leads, right? But it does not call out who we're talking to. So to make this more targeted, then I could change this background image to represent the audience that I'm talking to, but I could also call them out by name here. So let's go back to the editing version of this and say, want to convert more visitors into leads for your lawn care business. Now I'm talking specifically to someone. Download the ultimate guide to creating persuasive opt-in forms for landscapers. Boom. Now, if I change this background, I could literally go into Canva, create an image, and change this to a picture of a landscaper doing business, right? Now I'm speaking specifically to a landscaper. Let's see if it meets the other criteria, right? Simplicity and clarity. Concise message, use clear and straightforward language to convey your value proposition. You can't get more concise and clear than that. Minimum distractions. Above the fold, there is nothing but what we want to see, right? Have a logo there. If I scroll down, you start to see some other things, right? But above the fold is straight to the point and what I want them to see. Design and layout. Is it visually appealing? I think so. Is it mobile optimized? Well, if I jump into our mobile editor, I can come here and say, hey, that looks good, but maybe I don't like that in terms of the size of it. I can look at this background image and say, hey, those words don't stand out on the mobile version as well as they do on the desktop version. So what I want to do is I want to create, let's see, a more of a fade. Now those words stand out. I might want to say, okay, let me see, is there anything that I can do to make those words pop a little bit more, right? So I can look at the font weight and say on the mobile version, I want those words to be a little bit more bolded. Boom, I like that. But if I go back to the regular version, it is not as bold because I didn't bold the desktop version. I only bolded the mobile version, right? I go back over to the mobile version. I can scroll down. Is the button looking good? I like the way it's pulsing. Is this subheadline big enough? I might come down here and say, hey, let me make that subheadline 24 points. Maybe 28 points. All right, boom. Maybe I like that a little bit better. Maybe I want to make that a little bit bolder as well. So let's see. 400 is probably normal. Let's go into a 600 is semi-bold. That's too bold. Let's go to 500 is medium. Maybe I like to keep it like that, right? What else does it say we need to have in our checklist? Compelling headline. We have that. Clear vision, value proposition. Convert more leads is a value proposition. Subheadline. Does it support? Yes. Ultimate guide. Call to action. Prominent position of the call to action button. Boom. And is there an action-oriented word that is persuasive like download now? Boom. We have that. So when it comes to you creating landing pages, we keep it super simple, y'all. We give you what you need to be effective, and then we give you the coaching on top of the tools so that you know how to use the tool. And then I think where we shine the most as a coaching program is we help you develop the mindset. Why do I even need a landing page? How does a landing page set me apart from other people, other businesses in my space? What is the purpose of building an email list? And if I'm a local business, do I need an email list? Yes, you need an email list, but here's the mindset of a local business. I don't need an email list of people all over the world. I need an email list of people who live within driving range of me, where they can drive into my place of business, or if I offer a service, within driving range where I can drive to them and execute my service. That's mindset, y'all. How to think creatively about how to use these different tools. That's what we do. And you can test this out for free in the free version of the Solopreneur Survival School. We do have a plus and a pro version, where in the plus version, you get our Solopreneur Sidekick. In the pro version, you get iHustle University. That is for more advanced entrepreneurs and advanced marketers, right? To take their businesses to the next level. So I just wanted to show you that these things aren't complicated, y'all. We often use technology as a cop-out or as an excuse not to move forward in our business. I want you to think about this, and then we got to go and hop into open office hours. Everything that you know right now today, you learned. And there are some things that you know that are extremely complicated, but you learned them anyway. And you know why you learned them? Is because you put a priority on the need to know it. If there has never been a need to know something when it comes to an entrepreneur, the need to know digital marketing tactics and strategies is right up there with the need to know how to sell and close business. It's right up there with the need to know how to fulfill on the service that you're selling. Gary Vaynerchuk is famous for saying that every business is that business / a media company. And I agree wholeheartedly. So we have Pritchard Lawn and Maintenance in the building. Pritchard Lawn and Maintenance is a maintenance company / media company. Because if they're not doing media, especially as a solopreneur, getting their business really going and off the ground before they start hiring teams of people and all that kind of stuff, if they're not doing media, they're not going to be in business. You know why? Because the lawn and maintenance company down the street is heavily involved in media. They are heavily involved in educating their clients as to why they need to hire a professional versus doing it themselves. Every business is a media company / whatever it is that they do. If we look at the concealed weapons and the Relentless Defense Firearm Academy, you're a media company / firearm academy. And it takes some learning how to become a media company. And I get it. It takes some learning to understand how to implement technology in your business. It takes some learning to understand how to do your books and how to do all of the things that you have to do as a solopreneur. But if you don't do them, you're not going to be in business very long anyway. So that's why the Solopreneur Survival School exists. So we can come together as a community and discuss what are the best practices in general. And then as more and more people join the community, there might be 5 landscaping businesses in the community all over the country. And they're coming together to say, hey, these are the best practices for a landscaping business. These are the best practices for a fire safety-based business. These are the best practices for a marketing agency. These are the best practices when it comes to doing media for your business. Being part of a community matters, but you got to be a part of one and you got to stay plugged in. But more importantly, you got to implement what you're learning from these different communities. So as always, man, if you want to join me for open office hours, ask some questions about anything that we covered today, anything that we covered this week, or in any of our previous live trainings, or my specialty is creatively looking at businesses to find ways to create passive income within that business. How to creatively make your business known to as many people as possible. So how to do your marketing, how to build your brand. Like, those are my wheelhouses, how to build the systems that you need so that you don't burn yourself out as a solopreneur. So if you got questions on any of that stuff, CortezHustle.com/open office hours. Come join your boy, ask your questions, and we can have a good time for the next 26 minutes or so, because we end the open office hours right at noon Central Standard Time. But appreciate you. Hope to see you there. CortezHustle.com. If you want to join the free community, get some access to some free courses and stuff like that. Till then, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.